Hi Scrapbookers, this is Megan and I am back today with another December daily video. For this video, I'm going to be working on days 14 through 16. So here I pulled out day number 14 from my album, and I had done a layout right before this and I forgot to clean up. So I apologize about that. That's what I'm doing here. I'm just kind of cleaning up my workspace. So my pictures I had already cut down to 3x4s. I was using a 3x4 pocket here. And I am also going to pull out a 3x4 insert, one of those pocket inserts. So that's what sorry. So that's what it is that I'm doing right there. And then I'm just kind of playing around with what card I want to put in there. I found this one that was a piece of 12x12 pattern paper, and so I'm just going to cut it down to be 3x4, and then I'm going to embellish it and have this pocket piece be the date card. So I'm just checking to make sure that that card fits in that 3x4 pocket, and then I'm going to glue down this craft doily, and then I'm going to glue down the square piece that is the date tag. So here I'm just doing all of that. My computer is about to die. The fan isn't working on it. So if you hear a weird noise in the background, that's the fan. I'm trying to work really hard to keep the computer cool, but I wanted to make sure I at least got this one layout done for you. So I added some washi tape just to give it a little bit more texture, and then I'm going to put it in the pocket. Now here I'm trying to figure out where I want to place it on the layout. I was thinking about up there at the top, but I'm going to actually do it down here at the bottom, and I'm going to fold the glue piece over and cut it down. That's what I'm doing right now. And then I'm going to stick it inside the pocket so that it doesn't overlap quite so much. So there I was trying to move it up, like take the sticky piece off, but it wouldn't come off because it was hanging down a little bit too far. I put it down in a little bit too much. But oh well, it's okay. Okay, so now I'm going to cut down a piece of paper for the journaling. And so I just cut down one of the 12x12 pieces of paper, and now I'm just going to do my journaling. And my journaling just says, it snowed quite a bit this day. Max had fun running around and sticking his head in the snow while I shoveled. Tinny helped me shovel after he got home from school. We got our presents from Rochelle, which is my sister, and Max loved them. Luckily, he just ate the paper and not the socks. So, yeah, that was the fun day we had that day. But that is the journaling, and then I'm going to move on to day number 15. Sorry, I really can count. So if you're wondering why I don't have any videos for days, let's see, 6 through 13, is because I decided not to keep recording myself because it was just too stressful for me. But then I decided that I kind of wanted to, and so I started recording on yesterday. I think it was yesterday. It was Sunday. I started recording more videos. Okay, so now we are moving on to day number 15. I had this scrap piece of paper from the Christmas Wishes collection that I'm using in my December daily, but it didn't go all the way to the top. So I'm thinking maybe I can glue another piece of paper to it, but it just wasn't working out that way to use the same pattern paper. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull out another piece of paper that is just a blue piece of paper. And then I'm going to put that at the top, and that's going to work out really well. I'm not sure what I'm doing here. Oh, I'm measuring so that I can cut it. So there I have the bottom half, and then I have this blue paper over to the side, which I'm kind of using throughout my layout a little bit. So I'm gonna, excuse me, so I'm gonna cut that apart. And then I'm just gonna glue them together. And then I'm gonna embellish that pocket a little bit. I am keeping my December daily this year really simple. Just very simple, and I think it's just because I just want to get it done. Because the year before, I was so excited. My first year doing my December daily was 2014, and I was so excited that I prepped all of the pages before December, and then I kind of printed the pictures off a little bit at a time. Like, I think actually I printed most of them off after December. I don't know that I did any scrapbooking during December, but I still was able to get my get all of my layouts and everything done for my December daily by January 21st last year. And it's already January 25th, and I'm just feeling kind of like blah about it. I don't know why. I think it's just because I just wasn't ready. I was so busy this year, and so I just kind of wasn't very excited about it. Like, I was, but at the same time, I wasn't. So it was kind of annoying because I really had so much fun doing it that first year. But then this year came around and it just kind of went, and yeah, nothing happened. Okay, so I added some of this blue glitter tape. I'm going to also add this red tag there, and that was just a scrap piece from another page. Then I'm going to pull off this puffy sticker that says December, and then a couple of star stickers, and put them right on that tag, because I don't need the date on the tag or anything like that, because I already have a number, and I'm going to put it on one of the photos. And so I didn't want, and the date would have taken up a lot more space anyway if I had put the date on there, because I have those big, I think they're 2x2 square acetate pieces from the Paint Fresh Studio Kit, the Christmas collection. So here I'm just writing out my journaling. It says, Brennan had a pack meeting that I went to with him. I actually forgot it was pack meeting. I had planned on going to Walmart. Oops. So that was just kind of a quick explanation about how I was just dropping him off at Scouts, and then they were like, oh, it's pack meeting, stay. And I was like, no, I don't want to. I have to go run errands, but I stayed anyway because I'm a good mom. So yeah, here I pull out the number, and I was trying to see if maybe I could just cut it with my 1-inch punch, but I wanted to make sure that that circle, that green part of the circle, stayed on there. And so I just cut it with my scissors. So here I'm just going to glue that number 15 up at the top of that photo, and then I'm going to write out waiting for Mark on the bottom of that photo, just so you kind of know what Max is doing. That's our dog Max, if you don't know already. And we have had him since October 24th. So we've only had him, at this time it had been only a month and a half, but now we've had him for 3 months, right? October, November, December, January. Yeah, I can count, right? So yeah, so now I'm putting it down on some wax paper just to see, because I wasn't sure if I wanted it down on the bottom or at the top yet. And so I'm going to put it on the wax paper just to kind of help me visualize what it'll look like. So here I decide, okay, I'm going to cut this apart because I didn't like it being 3 layers. So I'm going to make it 2 layers instead. And I do end up liking it down there on the bottom. So now I'm going to start putting all of these things down on the photo. And then that is going to be it for day 15. And we will move on to day number 16. And I actually only have 1 photo for day number 16, if you can believe it. Like, every other day I have at least 3 photos, right? If not more. There's a ton of days that I have like 6, 7 pictures And so it's just kind of funny. Okay, so, oh, I think, what happened? I don't remember what happened there. I did something, I don't remember what I did. But something happened, and I fixed it. And here I'm using the Teresa Collins little letters. I don't know what they're called actually. They're just the Teresa Collins. They're kind of like the Tim Holtz ones, but they're Teresa Collins, and they are a turquoise blue color. So there I put down that little journaling on that card, and then I'm going to move on to day number 16. Okay, so now I'm putting day number 15 away and pulling out day number 16. And I just had this one photo. So and since I wanted it to be a full 4x6, I decided to use a full 6x8 pocket or page protector, I guess. So here I'm just picking out which papers I want to use. So here I'm thinking I want to use that Joy Circle because I thought that was really cute. And I needed to cut off part of the bottom paper because it wasn't going to fit my punch, my 1 inch. Was it 1 inch? I think it's 1.5 inch. Punch it. Excuse me, it wasn't going to fit. So I punched that out, and then I'm going to decide on which paper I want to use on my background. And I was thinking I really liked these two papers, but then I decided I liked this diagonal stripe one the best. So I'm going to cut that down to fit on my 6x8 page protector. So here I'm just measuring it out, and then I'm going to cut it down. And for this layout, I just kept it really simple. I mean, just like every other page that I'm doing. But I did kind of spice it up a little bit more than the other ones, but not too much. So there I'm just checking to make sure that it will fit in the page protector, and it does. So now I'm going to start embellishing the layout. So here I was thinking I could use this heart piece, but it didn't really work out because one of the vines was cut out. So then I decided just to punch it out with my 1 inch punch, and that actually works out really well. So now I'm thinking, okay, I need to figure out where exactly I want to put my journaling and if I want to do a title or what. So I pulled out these black Teresa Collins letters, and I'm going to spell out school movie fun, except for the fact that I have run out of H's, and I actually need to go to Joann's after I record this so that I can go buy some more of these letters so that I can fill in those empty spots. There's quite a few pages on my layouts that have empty spots because the letters are gone. I don't have enough to go around. So I'm going to put all of the letters down, and I'm just leaving an empty space for the H so that after I do buy it, I can come and put it back on the layout. So here I'm just kind of fussing around with the title and getting it down. And let's see. Now, I think this is where I'm going to remember, oh, I need to put the date tag on there. So I'm going to grab the date tag. I glued down the photo, but it was crooked. So here I'm just kind of making it a little bit more straight. I'm going to glue down the joy. And there we go. Now I pulled out the letter or number 16. And I'm going to fiddle around with that a little bit because I'm not quite sure if I really like it to be square because that joy piece is a circle. So I'm going to fiddle with that. And then I had this snowflake that is a paper clip. And so I'm just going to put that right there to the left of the joy. And then I kind of mess around with these old glue dots that were stuck to the cardboard. They didn't want to come off, so I was like, fine. Finally, I just pull out my other one. And so I'm going to get a glue dot on that piece of paper just because that was the easiest way to glue it down. I didn't have to mess with my glue gun or anything. And then here I'm going to use some of these small glue dots to glue down that snowflake paper clip. And then after that, I'm going to do my journaling, and then this layout is going to be done. So basically my journaling is just going to say, we thought it was funny that the school movie for December was a Halloween theme movie. So yeah, it was what we do every month. Our PTO puts on a school movie. Usually they do it at the school, and I'm actually in charge of finding volunteers and helping out with snacks and things like that and popping the popcorn for the kids. And so I usually spend about, I usually spend about 3 to 4 hours, probably closer to 4 hours at the school on Friday, that one Friday a month, to help out with that. But during the Christmas season, everybody was so busy, they were like, well, let's just do it at the movie theater. And then that way the movie theater will double their sales. So whatever they sell in tickets, they actually match. So that was really cool. So we wanted to make sure we went and supported the school there. And the movie that we wanted to go see was called Hotel Transylvania 2. And we just thought that was funny because it's Christmas time. Why wouldn't it be a Christmas movie instead of a Halloween movie? So that was just kind of funny. But anyway, that is the end of my days for today, and I will try to be back tomorrow. No promises because my computer fan is going out. It's not being very friendly. I'm surprised I was even able to record this. So yeah, I hope to be back tomorrow or Wednesday. It might be Friday before I come back, but I will hopefully see you again this week. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.